college basketball, we'll keep it quick. We'll keep it moving. CH, you kind of had a really good question. How would you like to frame it for the listeners? And then me and Newbie can kind of attack it, or I'll answer it. And then Newbie can kind of spin off as to what you're even thinking.
About the college basketball, my question about my idea here in the notes. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
So I'm looking at the championship odds last night or this morning, and I see the Zags are favored at 6-1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is a pretty high number. I think it's not like they're 2-1, 2.5-1. 6-1 is a pretty high number.
Yep.
And then behind them, you got Purdue, Baylor, and Duke all at 10-1. You got Auburn at 12-1, Kansas 14-1, and Kentucky 15-1. So by my thinking, I can place a 1-unit bet on all 7 of these teams.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as one of the 7 wins, I'm guaranteed to break even. And if anybody other than Gonzaga wins, I win.
Correct.
Right? Wow. So why wouldn't I do that? Sure, there's a chance that some other team is going to win, obviously. But at this time of year, 2 months out from the championship, why not do that?
This is a great strategy and a great way to look at this stuff.
That's really interesting.
I can tell you this. We used to call it getting a portfolio of futures. Betting college basketball on a nightly basis, you might start drinking pretty quickly if you do it. I mean, it'll drive you crazy. The way these games end, you watch, our boy Stanford Steve and Scott do the bad beats. It's all college basketball. I mean, it's every single night you get beat by this foul, not foul, free throw misses. Drive you crazy. You buy these college futures now at these prices, you lock in a portfolio, and these prices are what they are because nobody knows shit. I mean, the odds makers don't know shit. The bettors don't know shit. It's hard. College basketball is very, very difficult. I think if you were really going to beat it or try to win more, you got to concentrate on one conference, at most 2, and really focus on the totals. The sides are tough, but the totals are the lowest. College basketball totals are the lowest limit item you can get on a daily basis in any sports book because they can be beat. Those numbers suck too. Like you can see totals move 10 to 15 points in a day sometimes, and then still miss by 10. So I think it's a great way to look at it. We're going to find out more about college basketball in the next month. Like I used to say in the risk room, like Newbie, you're going and doing high school basketball games. Okay. You're like a play-by-play. By the way, how'd the play-by-play thing go last week? Did you like it?
Yeah. So my guy who usually does the play-by-play, he was in COVID protocol. So they threw me to the wolves there. I mean, I did it before. It's a whole different beast. Like, you know what I mean? You got to be on your shit. Like when you're the color commentator, you just kind of get to sit back. You get to be Tony Romo, just saying offhand, like remarks that don't even mean shit, but they're funny. But when you're the play-by-play guy, you got to show up. You got to be locked in. I can't have my pregame beer. I'm just kidding. I don't drink before high school games. But I enjoy doing it, man. Like, and that's the thing. Like, I do it because I love doing it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't do it because, it's insane money or anything like that. I just genuinely enjoy doing it. It's getting to know the coaches, getting to know the ADs, and getting to see like these young guys grow up, like these freshmen who end up balling out by their seniors. They end up going D1. Like, that stuff is cool to me. And while I'm here locally, why not do it? You know what I mean? So I love basketball, the sport. I just am no fucking good at it at all.
Do you watch college basketball in addition to the high school stuff that you're doing? Do you watch much or no?
I start ramping up at this point just because, now there's nights when there isn't really anything else on. So I at least like to be peripherally informed come bracket time. So, maybe at least I have a leg up on some of the earlier rounds. But as far as, like making it appointment viewing, there's nothing that really moves the needle for me, although I just like the sport.
Yeah, it's pretty tough to actually say there's appointment viewing. There used to be. I mean, CH, you're old enough to remember the Big East back in the day. I mean, you were up there in the crucible of it. Like, it was awesome. And I watched a lot of it. And it wasn't just like pit games. It was who was playing that night, whether it was Georgetown, Syracuse, St. John's, and all this stuff. And now it's definitely lost its luster because you don't know who any of the players are. It changes so fast. All these one and dones have changed everything. But are you watching any college basketball yet, CH? Are you going to do any polls when it comes to March Madness? Do you run one of those? Yeah. And if you do, maybe we should put it out to the people with the show. If you want to
Yeah.
do that, we can put
So
that out.
if you recall, we did the pool last year. The three of us were in the pool, and
did.
I believe you had Kendall make your picks
I did.
allegedly.
I did.
Allegedly, I think I might have come in first in that. Did I?
I believe you did.
believe
Oh
you
yeah,
did.
Baylor. I had Baylor, right?
Fucking
Yeah,
Baylor
yeah, yeah.
Bears, baby.
That's-
So yes, as long as I finish first in the cash considerations pool, I will continue to run them.
Okay, that's fine. That's so we're gonna probably run that. We'll keep that. We'll keep the listeners abreast. We're gonna try to maybe do something, a giveaway, some sort of thing for the winner, or maybe we'll do an entry fee and we'll give a big reward for whomever does it. But we're working on the plans of that right now. I just don't want to divulge too much because I don't know. We didn't do the copyright cash considerations. What year is it, Carl?
2022.
Okay. All right, we'll keep that one in mind for that. All right.